This video is about my technique in simplifying equation, what I call the shortcut and fast technique in simplifying any equations. It is what I call transposition. So what does it mean by transposition? It is the way of moving the variable or a constant in an equation from left to right or from right to left. I'll show you some examples. So this technique applies to addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. So let's say we have the first example over here, x minus 2 equals 5. What I mean by transposition, the technique in simplifying equation, we have to eliminate the constant on this side to just isolate the variable by itself. So what we do, instead of us, normally the procedure in simplifying this is, since you have the negative minus 2 right there, the inverse of negative 2, you have to add plus 2 over here and add plus 2 and add 2 again on the other side. In transposition, what I do is I move this constant to the right away. So what I do, how would I do that? So this minus 2 right here, I moved it to the right, and it will become plus 2. If you see the difference, from here it was minus 2, but if I move to the other side of the equation, this minus becomes plus already. So that will become x here, and we have 5 plus 2. So alright, so x is equals to 7. That's the answer. Straightforward. Isn't it fast? Is it easy? Or let me know. So that's the first example. Now we have the second example. How to simplify this by using transposition. Since we have a variable here on the left, we have another variable also on the right. We have constant here, the same thing, we have constant on the right. So we're transposing both of those, and what we do, our aim is to isolate the variable into one side just by itself, right? So how that transposition works on here. So let's do it. So first, we identify the variable, we move it to the left all by themselves, and all the constants to the right. Alright, so we have a constant here. Let's move it to the right. It will become plus 2, it will become minus 2. And this x, 2x, is assumed as positive right there. If you move that to here, it will become minus 2x. Would you agree? Okay, so let's go on. So what we have left over here is 3x. My 2x over there, transpose it over here, so it becomes minus 2x. And we get the equal sign. And now we have 5 over here. We have 5, bring that down. And we have 2 transposed to the other side, plus 2, it becomes negative 2. So negative 2, and that's on the other side already, so you don't have any of 2x right there. So what we have left is add this together, so, or subtract. So 3x minus 2x, that's x, and 5 minus 2 is 3. So you get the answer right away. We move on to our topic. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Ming. I have a civil engineering degree and passed the board in 1990. And now I found myself interested in teaching algebra, the whole course of algebra. So don't hesitate. Whenever you have a question, you can hit me a note right there, and I will get back to you as soon as possible to solve your problem. Anything that's related to algebra, I'll be happy to answer your question. So, do you like this technique? It's fast and easy, right? Really fast. Now, let's go to the third example. First two examples shows a little simpler one than this. So, first two, subtraction and addition. Now, example 3. This is multiplication, involves multiplication and division now. Right? So transposition works this way. See, we have a coefficient over here, 2. How to get rid of the 2 right there? Technique of transposition is, if you move that to the right, it will become the denominator. Like it's because normally 2 or 2 divided 1 by 1 is the same as 2. So if you move to the right, if this is from the left, the numerator will become the denominator if you move that to the other side of the equation. So that will be on the denominator. Right? You follow? So it will become x is equal to 5 divided by 2 times 6. So simplifying, it is x is equals to 5 divided by 2 times 6 is 12. Can you simplify that further? Not anymore, right? So because 5 is not a factor of 12, so there's no way you can simplify that. So that's an answer already. That's the answer. Now let's go to example number 4. We have numerator, we have denominator. That's the part of the coefficient that's next to x, variable x. So 2/3 x is equals to 3/5. Now we're employing the transposition method. Okay, so you transpose, move these numbers from left to right or right to left. If you move to the other side, so like 2 is the numerator. If you move it to the right, it will become the denominator. And 3, the denominator 3 over here, transpose it to the other side, right there, it will become the numerator. That's like an X pattern right there. We have just X on that side left, and we have here the new numerator now. We have 3 times 3 divided by 2 times 5. So what we have there is, all we have to do is simplify. 3 times 3 is 9 divided by 2 times 5 is 10. Can you still reduce this to lowest term? Is it possible? No, that's the answer already. That's the lowest term. 9/10. Right? How simple it is. Now you realize how easy it is, right? And it's really fast. That technique of transposition solved the problem right away. So, did you like the shortcut technique in simplifying equations? Now, if you remember, I mentioned anything about the simplifying or reducing the answer to its lowest term. like on example number 3 over here, our answer is 5/12. There's no way you can reduce that into lowest term because 5 is not a factor of 12. What I mean by that, so let's touch a little bit about factors, but this should be in another video, tutorial video. But I just give you a little hint about factors of numbers. So let's talk about 5/12, non-reducible to lowest term because that's the lowest term already, and 5 is not a factor of 12. I'll show you this. So 5 divided by 12. 5 divided by 12. Alright? The factors of 5 is 5 and 1. And the factors of 12 is 6 times 2. And yet 6 is still factorable. So you have 3 times 2. So the factor of 12 is 3 times 2 times 2. So 5 times 1 is 5 divided by 3 times 2 times 2, or the other way around. You can write it down as 3 times 2 times 2. Alright, so what comes up to now? So can you cancel any of these numbers? The numerator and the denominator? There's no way you can cancel that. So that's why 5/12 is the final answer. That's 5/12 is the final answer. So let's do another example. Say 4 divided by 12. Right here, the factor of 4 is 2 times 2, right? The factor of 12 is 6 times 2, 6 and 2. The factors of 12 are 6 and 2, and 6 is factorable still, so that's 2 and 3. Right? Notice that 4 is a third of 12, so the answer should be 1/3, right? But let's say, assuming we don't know that, so the factors of 4, you go back here, so 2 times 2. Factors of 12, 2, 3, and 2. 2, 3, and 2. You see this one, 2 by 2 becomes 1, and another 1. Can you cancel another numbers? 2 again here, and 2 there, turns 1. So what you have left? 1, right? 1. And what's left on the bottom? It's 3. So the answer is 1/3. 1/3. So thank you for watching, guys. If you like this video, you may hit the subscribe button on the bottom. That way you won't miss any videos that's coming in the future. I'll be uploading videos on techniques and all that, all related to algebra. Sometimes I solve problems, and these are uploaded in weekly basis, sometimes 2 or 3 videos in 1 week. But normally I got like 1 or 2, sometimes happens like that. But I'm teaching the whole algebra course over here on YouTube also. So I'll be uploading the whole course, starting from the start of the course to the finish of the course. If you think you benefit from learning algebra, you may hit the subscribe button below, and I would appreciate that. And you have a great day. Thank you. Thank you for watching again.